West side in your mouth. All right, look, it's December 6, 11:32 in the house. Tuesday. Big Titty Tuesday. I'm about to call Kathryn Fernandez Rundle. 305-547-0669. The last phone call lasted 5 minutes and 12 seconds. That's how long they kept me on hold. Black girl answered. This is who answered this time. Some hang up, some just leave on hold.
State Attorney's Office.
Yes, how you doing? Can I speak to a prosecutor, please? I called here all day yesterday, left my name, message, Douglas, and I was told that most of the prosecutors was busy. Can you transfer me to one? You know I'm the same guy who called every day.
Okay, hold on one moment.
So let's see what happened. Time start now. 11:33. See how long we stay on hold. I'm gonna give it to because we're gonna see what's the deal with Kathryn Fernandez Rundle and her hit squad. Is they running from a crime? Did they commit a crime? That they don't want to speak to Howard Douglas? I'm all alone on this one. I need somebody to help me get to the bottom of this. We got Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Assalamu alaikum. We got Donald Trump and KRS-One. Assalamu alaikum. We got Kanye West and Kim. Assalamu alaikum. This the hold that keep on holding. But we're gonna see about the hold that just keep on holding. I mean, as Kathryn Fernandez Rundle sit there with the nerve to pretend that she working to prosecute criminals who break the law. But then Big Daddy Dizzle, faux shizzle off the hizzle, get on the phone to call to report a official crime. Because you know these ain't crank calls. You can't charge me with harassment. I mean, and for you to bring evidence against me at trial, what would you use? I mean, these phone calls for evidence? Or would you just try to go off the testimony of however many witnesses in your office you need? This is what the state need to prosecute this Negro. The judge and her to sit down to go over it, how much they can create to convict you according to the rules. They can use bare minimum intelligence on judging the evidence, where when they judging the evidence for one of their own kind, they can be stringent. And they protect it with their ignorance called immunity from lawsuit. That's pretty much the only hand-to-hand tactical grapple hook you can grip on and slam them with it. Boom, boom. You think the Judicial Qualifications Commission in the Florida bar is in your hands? It's not. It's private owned. Hence, Walmart and Publix and McDonald's and these corporations, they own the Judicial Qualifications Commission, and they own the Florida bar, which is also private. Now, it's run as a government program, but it's a private facility. The hiring and the firing and the policies, rules, regulations, and the weight to rule the evidence is all in private hands. You know what a private person is? They mean they go in their house, close their door. They don't have to answer to you for messing you over. That's private. They don't have to abide by government standards. I called the Judicial Qualifications Commission and I asked them the important question: how can I, as a person who addressed this company, private-owned company, Judicial Qualifications Commission, with a grievance, with a certified complaint against Carmen Cabarga for committing a criminal offense? Cabarga broke the law, so she broke judicial qualifications, canons, rules of canons, probably all of them, with each blow. Now, this woman also went to her Cuban white American friend who works in the clerk of courts. This guy wanted by Fidel Castro for perversion, pedophilia. Well, his name is Manny Despian in Miami-Dade County Clerks. Her and Manny Despian took papers, signed it to put a warrant out for my arrest. The documentation is criminally fraud on the cover of the document. It's not even looking good. It's not even one lawful look by any official who swear to uphold the state constitution and the federal constitution, and look and say, who signed this? Everybody involved in this? Who all involved in this? Come here. Everybody, judge, prosecute. You know what they head's gonna do? This. Because it's a felony offense to file a perjured documentation as a judge and issue a bench warrant out for Howard Douglas. I know they do it all the time, but they be right a lot of times because they fraudulently do it in a lawful manner where a bare minimum subjective manner of their ignorance allow them to be dumbos, and they say don't use a cop is able to use subjective racism to arrest you and set you up, but his objective manner better be lawful. In my arrest with Cabarga, her objective manner was just like her subjective manner on the face. So to take one look at it would be detrimental to her freedom, because it says a warrant will be placed out for Mr. Douglas' arrest, check, for not appearing in court on June 11th. Yeah, June 11th. Not appearing in court. And it says, Mr. Douglas was given an order to appear here at court, and his attorney was notified. His attorney is a public defender, no name there. His attorney was notified, he was notified, and he agreed to be at court on June 11th. He was notified of this June 8th, 7th, whatever the prior court date was. And they also show another hearing where I was notified to be at the June 8th hearing. And I was at this hearing with my attorney. And it goes all the way down to December 25th, 2019, my arrest date. Christmas. I'm arrested on Christmas. The issue with this arrest warrant, it was to a misdemeanor case. Kabarga, a felony judge. I had a case with Kabarga at the time, but I didn't have a misdemeanor case. Kabarga had a misdemeanor judge open up a closed case that had been closed way since March 2020 in my favor. Reopen the case, not really reopen it, just falsified that it was open and it never was closed. So the March date of a closing date, they kind of erased that off of there. Off of Manny Despian, that's his job. And then to justify me not being in this misdemeanor courtroom since March 2020. They had the supplement, and now here I'm arrested June 17, 2021 for missing court. And in my argument, they know it. This case been closed. So they would have to lie and say, no, it's been going on. And then I would say, look at the court date. I haven't been here since March and it was closed then. So the Cuban Carmen Kabarga, and Manny Despian got smart and made fake court hearing documents. And they got even smarter. They put me at the damn hearings. Defendant and attorney from the public defenders. And then they got even smarter and made motion hearing the arguments for these non-existent dates. Now all this is what's